we all fell victim to social programming that unfortunately pitted us against each other and is consistently to this day pushing a narrative and agenda. I think that it's very easy to manipulate people, and if you control the medium of entertainment or the lens of identity, then by doing that you can shape, form, and create any society that you want. Um, right now, it's a specific narrative I feel like being pushed as far as dating goes. Like if you look at the Little Mermaid, or you look at the couples on TVs and commercials, and that's being pushed. And then you come online, and the black man is saying, "I don't want the black woman," and the black woman is saying, "I don't want the black man."
And the
Those
terrible
things,
thing is, look at the examples that they're using.
hold on one second. Hold on one second. And those things working together to create this dichotomy and pushing that further and further. They talked about I don't know if I ever spoke about it, but I watched a military special where they were talking about how to win wars in the future, and they kept reinforcing that the wars of the future are not physical wars; they are wars of ideology. They are wars of perception. So I think all of those things create a specific thing in my mind. I can't for sure say because I don't want to speak on something I don't have a fact to, but it looks very, very non-coincidental and very much intentional. All right, you got it, Imran.
No, yeah, I was just saying to that, and this one, like I said, it's another one of those things where when they talk about certain things on certain panels, I throw something in there, and everybody's just like, "Oh, here you go," because I'm saying when we talk about the relationships, why are y'all bringing up people who is not even on a level that we are? Why are we comparing our normal selves here in America to Steve Harvey, them's daughters, and Michael B. Jordan and all? We are not them and on their level. So why are we even talking? You mean those are the best black examples that we have? But yet, if I was to bring up certain other doctors that I know or anything like that that's living around certain areas, then it's all, well, that's a little different. No, but this is us. You guys are on the same level as us right now. Why are we trying to compare our relationships and all that to these celebrities? What do we? That's what we're comparing it to. So it's like, what about us average folks, the ones who've been married like myself for 20 some odd years, or another doctor I know, he's been married for 16 years, 15 years, 4. Why aren't we talking about those ones? And what's really interesting when you just said that, Marcus, about them throwing a narrative, it's amazing that I never thought, and you know how Chicago is, I never thought that you hear these things, man, I'm just trying to get out of the hood, man, I'm just trying to get out, I'm just trying to get out. I never thought that once I did get out, completed medical school, doing the thing, doing the married thing, got the kids, I don't have no baby mamas, I thought that when I did that the black community would be like, yes, we have one. No. You a sellout, you a Uncle Tom, you a tap dancer for I'm being called all these things, and I'm showing y'all on video. I will take you to where I lived. But now, because I'm coming back and telling y'all, this is how y'all do it. This is how this is how we do it, y'all. We can't do it. Man, come on, bro. Let me come up with all that bullshit. Man, come on, you a nigga. I'm like, wow. And the thing is, it's being painted by the very ones that's selling them this, because I'm not, I guess I need to be more hood. Or I need to be like, I swear to God on my mama, I need to talk like that in order to kind of get to you guys, but otherwise, that's why I have it right here. I have it right there ready for them. The minute I already got the cup, y'all. I got another cup too that tells me that I'm a sellout. I got another one too that calls me a Porsche Negro, House Negro, tap dancing. I got all the cups right there. But that's what they do. And it's like, where did it come from? Because I thought that this is what black people will be loving. Hey, one of ours got out of the hood. He did the thing. And now I'm being more torn apart by them from doing what I'm doing now versus when I was in the hood. In the hood, it was more of a, oh yeah, try to get out of here, man. Just try to make it out. Now that you got out, dude, you a sellout, bro. It's crazy.
You will be amazed. I love it real fast because I wanted to piggyback on him. I know you do, because I got you out just for trying to persuade more black men to be doctors. I got chewed out for like a whole hour just trying to persuade more black men to go into medicine.
You ain't letting that go.
My life.
You got traumatized by that. You
came for my life. I was like, oh my God, like they was going in on me on the chat. This was a month ago before you guys were a part of the panel. Baby, they came for my head all night long. Didn't even mistake it. Were you on there? I was like, goodness, sorry. Yes,
and it's like you just try to encourage them. I'm like, no, I'm not the smartest person in the world. And I try to say things in such a way that can get them more involved. And I tell them, I say, no, becoming a doctor, anybody in the medical field, I say it's not hard. what? And I know they say it's hard work, but I like to kind of, because I know where we come from. I was of that thinking capacity too. When somebody say, hey, it's going to take some hard work, instantly, because I'm not used to whatever this hard work is, it can instantly kind of turn me off and not make me not want to pursue it. But when I tell them, I say, it's not hard work, it's just time. That's it. It's just time. What do you mean? It's just time. It's not that I got to really be, no, it's just time, y'all. That's all. It's going to take time. It's not hard. It's not. It's not. But no, man, in order to become a doctor, no, I'm telling you from experience, it is not hard. It's just going to take some time. That's it. And it makes the whole outlook look completely different.
It's hard when you don't have the basic study skills. That's really what they're saying, because we see it, me and Shane both work in high school, and that's really where kids are now. They're struggling the most. They have not developed study skills. They haven't developed time management. They just don't have those basic skills that you need in order to be successful. Like, that's the hard part, right? Once you get a system together and once you know, that makes it easier. So the reason they're saying it is hard is because, like you said, it's going to take time, consistency, and sticking to your plan.
Right. And then there's if there and what I do this as well, if there's no interest in it, then it's, yeah, like you said, developing the study skills. I don't want to study them to get into nothing that I have no interest in. So that's what I'm saying. So that's why when we get to talking with these kids and we see where their talents and their skills and ability line up, all of a sudden it's not even hard to them anymore, because it's something that they actually want to do. You know what I mean? They like, I want to do this. Like I told them, I hated it. I don't know why. I can't tell you for the life of me why they made us take calculus and trigonometry and all that. I never used that in my professional life. I never had to tell no patient or anybody, hey, y equals mx plus b is I never used this stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to do good enough just to get by with a C. I do not care, because I'm never going to use this stuff. But as far as the medical classes, aced them because I had a genuine interest in it. I really wanted to do this to help people, so it just took time.
Be an overhaul in education in regards to, like you said, the classes and courses that it takes, because a lot of that still stems over from the Cold War era and trying to get get more people involved in the sciences to help with that. And and trying to push everybody, weeding people out as well, going to college and stuff. But that's a whole nother topic. But I totally agree with you.
I think one of the things that provide proof, or it seems to me to provide proof for me, is if you look at like HBCU race, right? When A Different World was on television, they had like historic amounts to that, right? Historic enrollment amounts. And if you look at the popular image of what black men were in the 90s, right? Then we have a meteoric rise of people wanting to be rappers and basketball players. People tend to filter into the things that they see that are the representation of them. That's why when they say representation matters, it's true, but it should also come with some caveats, like you should filter into what you're specifically tailored for or what you want to put the work in. Not that that's the only thing that you can be. I know you love to think we all attacked you about wanting people to be doctors. It wasn't about that. It was not about that. No, stay on mute. Don't unmute.
No, they were coming for me. I was just saying because there was a program at the time that was Tennessee State had a program where they were taking African American males who were interested in medicine, and it was a free program, a cohort, and then they put them into Harriet medical school, and I was like, they were looking for African American males, and so I just felt like it was a great opportunity. Like, I know a lot of people aren't exposed to that, but look, this is also a profession. It's a great profession. I mean, just as hard as it worked to be that basketball player, if you put all that energy into studying, for whatever reason, you feel like you have a better chance at being an NBA player than a doctor. It's like really odd to me, And even if you don't want to do it, I understand it's not for everybody. But the fact that you just shot it down, just like, oh, it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's somebody said, well, are you doing it? It was somebody on here said, we didn't want to choose the white man's path. Do you know that back in the day, you couldn't even go to a white doctor. You had to have a black doctor. You had to go to a hospital with a black doctor. So it wasn't, you act like we don't need black doctors. Wouldn't it be nice to go in and get saved by a black man?
So this is back to my point about the program and manipulation, right? When you create a vast difference between a black man. You should be able, as a black man, you theoretically should be able to act in any way, shape, or form that you feel and still be considered a black man. However, because black and white exist, and we, for whatever reasons, good or bad, separate ourselves within you're not black, you're white, you're not white, you're black. We've somehow in that draft accepted the quality of lower education, right? That's like or speaking in a certain way. So I see you making the face. I'm not saying that we're lower educated people. I'm saying that the character traits that we would assign. So if you hear somebody has a triple PhD and came from Harvard, Oxford, Yale, we would assign that to a specific demographic of people. And that person, if they operated like somebody that came from there, would not sound, or we wouldn't believe them to sound like one of us anymore. And I think as long as you don't switch your as long as you don't disconnect from the collective and start to think about things that are only good for you, then it shouldn't matter. But if you become one of those people who disconnects and is like, well, I got to get mine, then you can't then expect to be embraced if you're working actively against it. But if
You
you
know,
have to be connected, then it shouldn't be a problem.